And I want to ask His Excellency and Akwa Ibom State Government and also the Attorney General of the Federation, how come in the press release yesterday we did not see any place you made mention of Akwa Ibom State map law of 2023? Has the map law been repealed? There's a lot of noise around this matter, but the truth is actually very simple. Let's get down. Yes, Akoiyak, that Stop Creek, was gazetted as a forest reserve. Yes, the state government manages forest reserve. But management is not the same thing as ownership. I don't know if you get me. For the fact that you are managing a particular thing does not mean that you are the owner. That distinction is the heart of this issue. So let's go in. Under the Nigerian law, when land is reserved as a forest, the government gets control and regulation, not automatic ownership of an ancestral land. And this is very important. Once any part of a forest reserved is de-reserved and given out to a private company or for construction of anything, there must be compensation shown to the original landowners if they can prove their ancestral or customary rights. Ekid people of Ekid'S and Ekid'S has come out to prove that this land belongs to them. And here we are, we talk about the Privy Council of 1918. The press release said the 1918 Privy Council case settled everything. That the judgment did not give the land to anybody. So this is it. That judgment did not give the land to the colonial government. He did not say that the land belonged to nobody. Yes. And he did not wipe away customary ownership. So Akwa Ibom State government and the Attorney General, that's together with the governor, they must be aware of these details. What that Privy Council did was that it dismissed claims before the court, nothing more. Ibuno came out and claimed that the land belonged to them. And what the Privy Council did was to do what? Dismiss their claim. So ancestral rights did not disappear because of that judgment. And now, let's talk about the 1930 Forest Reserve, because we need to educate people, because the information being passed there is misleading the public, and Ekid people cannot allow that to continue. But I don't need to be a lawyer, right? So the 1930 Forest Reservation also did not magically cancel land ownership. Forest reservation is about environmental protection, not land confiscation. If land was truly taken over permanently, then it demands one thing: compensation. Now, can Akwa Ibom State government show Ekid people, that's Ekid and Ekid's local government, that the colonial government had paid compensation for taking over our ancestral land? Can they show documents? And if they cannot show document, because that's the only time Ekid people will not be allowed to ask for compensation if they had collected compensation in 1930 when the land was reserved by the colonial government. Because if you pay compensation at that time and reserve the land, there will be no need for Ekid people to come and ask for compensation again if you want to de-reserve any part. If Akwa Ibom State government can prove to us that the colonial government had paid us compensation for our ancestral land before they reserve it, then there will be no problem. This matter will be dead. Right? This matter will be dead. But if compensation was not paid, Ekid people have the legal right to ask question. Why is this very different? Is it because it's got to do with Ekid people? Why are we cutting corners? Why are we saying a whole lot of things? Is it because it's Ekid people? And I heard the governor making a statement some time ago. That was about 2 weeks ago. Please, His Excellency, Ekid people, the ones that voted you, none of them voted for you so that you go and declare Akoiyak Ekid'S land. Do we need you, Your Excellency, to do that for us on a land that belongs to us? That we have got the records? And I want to ask His Excellency and Akoiyak State government and also the Attorney General of the Federation, how come in the press release yesterday we did not see any place you made mention of Akoiyak State map law of 2023? Has the map law been repealed? Have Akoiyak State government kicked out the Akoiyak State map? So we don't have a map again in Akoiyak State? Is that what that press release means? Because it's very simple. And I also heard the Commissioner for Information saying a whole lot today on radio. No, please, Mr. Commissioner, you don't have information about this. So it's really, really bad if we go to the media and start spiking things. I plead, persons that don't have information about this should stay off the matter. They should stay off. Let's talk with facts. That's the only thing at this point. Now, ExxonMobil, when they came in, QIT, they had to pay compensation to Ekid people for them to use that land because the land was de-reserved. Why did they have to pay compensation to Ekid people? Because we have the customary right over that land. And it is our ancestral land. So if a part is being de-reserved, then they have to pay us compensation. How come the federal government wants to build road and the governor of the state is saying that the federal government should not pay compensation? And the governor is standing as if the land does not belong to anybody. Land belongs to people. Land belongs to community. Land belongs to local government. It's quite shocking that that press release by the Attorney General of the state sounds like the land does not belong to anybody. It's shocking. And now, let me ask a question. Why is the other local government not saying anything? Right? So it takes us back to that story in the Bible where Solomon, a woman said that this child was her own, and the other woman said no, the child was her own. And it got to a point where Solomon said, okay, since you people say this baby is yours, I will divide it into two. The one that was not the owner was celebrating that they're going to divide the baby. Right? Why is the other local government not saying anything? They are happy since the government has taken over the land. It will not belong to us, and it will not belong to Ekid. It looks like that. So let me be clear. The Ekid and Ekid people are not against development. We are not against government. We are not against the law. We are standing on the law. Justice and development must move together. You cannot do one and leave justice out. Akoiyak is not no man's land. It's not empty land. It has history. It has people. It has rights. Respecting those rights does not weaken the state. It strengthens peace. All we ask for as Ekid people is simple. Show the compensation. Respect the law. Use Akoiyak State map. Let justice lead development. I remain Peter Buhari. For now, I take a bow. God bless you.